真空
Hey, what's going on, guys? SystemSyko back with another secret vid, of course, with my crew.
What's up?
L, Chris.
What up, y'all?
So we decided to do a video on our top 5 favorite sneakers of all time. So this was actually kind of hard. We were actually going to do a top 3, but we were like, fuck it, man. Let's just do 5.
Yeah,
It was just
3
too
wasn't
many.
enough.
You know what I mean? So
Sorry.
what we're going to do is we're going to go around. We're going to say our top 5 individually. We're going to, talk about it and then just pretty much say why we like it and shit. So, Elvis. You want to start off?
Yeah,
Go ahead. Well,
definitely.
What's your top 5 favorite sneakers, man?
Dude, so I had to go with the classic, right? The classic, the super classic, fresh for the summer, white on white Airs.
So those are your 5th one?
Yeah, is it in order from 5th?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to do it?
It's in no particular order.
No particular order?
No particular order. Just pair white on white Air Forces.
The
man,
Uptowns.
you can't go bad with them.
So you just like like low tops?
Low
or high?
tops, dude. Low
tops?
tops. I know some guys out there like the mids with the strap, but I just
like
can't.
the
I
mids.
can't have the strap all loose.
You don't like that shit?
Nah.
What if you just have the strap but you strap it?
That's even whacker, dude. Like, come on, son.
You don't like that shit?
Nah, dude. Nah.
So the all whites are your favorite ones out of all Air Force ones?
Honestly, I think that's the only pair of Air Force.
The one thing is, I guess it's a good thing that it's so fucking cheap because you can literally wear them drawers maybe tops 2 or 3 times. Yeah, tops. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You better save them drawers.
I mean, no. For you to get the super fresh joint, yeah, it's once or twice.
Yeah, because like those midsoles are white as fuck. They get yellow quick. Man. They get dirty as fuck, dude.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, the only Airs I would wear would be the white on whites, maybe like white with gum bottom, white with clear bottom, but that's about it though. I'm not messing with any. It's definitely not messing with the black joints.
Okay. You don't like the whole everybody had a pair of black joints back in the day. They're all busted. They're always busted.
I want to say that when them joints start getting creased, son, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Done.
Every time I would see black ones, they were always creased and busted. I've never seen a fresh pair of black joints, dog.
That's
so true. That is so true.
Fucking hate that.
I can't fuck with the white joints.
Alright, so what's the next sneaker?
Alright, so my next sneaker would be a pair of Olympic 6s.
The white and blue one?
White and blue joints.
So they're like the blue toes?
Blue toe, blue toe, yeah.
Blue toe joint.
Yeah. So I mean, the reason why I picked that one is because like growing up, I think that's one of the I want to say it's one of the first retros that really caught my attention.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to get a pair of them things, and I wasn't able to. You know.
Those shits were like mad. Were they only like a New York release?
Yeah, they was like really exclusive, and I remember I saw them in the magazine before internet, y'all. Before internet, so I saw them in the magazine. I stole the page, ripped it out of the Safeway, and I carried it around thinking, I was like, yo, I really want these joints, and
they never came out around here.
They didn't come out around here. I wasn't able to get them. Unfortunately, I also didn't get them last year when they came out.
They retroed them again?
Yeah, they retroed them recently. I don't know if it was it might have been the year before.
Nah, it was. I want to say it was like 3 years ago. Actually.
Was that 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow, dude, my memory.
3 or 4 actually. It's been a while.
Yeah, but so when they last retroed them, I wasn't able to get them. So, but it's definitely one of my favorite pairs of Jordans.
Right. That's pretty cool. Next sneaker?
My next sneaker is kind of random. It would be the Pippens. Remember the Pippens with the lines on them on the side?
I don't know which one it is.
Oh, the squiggly line?
Yeah, the squiggly line. Hey, dude, another
which color? The black
the original, black and white.
with the white midsole?
White midsole, yeah.
You had a pair of those?
I had a pair recently because those came back out recently too.
Shit.
And when I was young, same thing, dude.
You had them joints when you
I wanted them joints so bad, dude.
That was back in the day.
Yeah, never got them, dude. So I got them once I actually got a pair. Actually, them joints are done now. I don't know what happened to them.
Shit.
Yeah, but definitely one of my favorite.
I didn't know it was one of them. I actually like the Pippen 3s. You probably don't remember those.
Pippen 3s.
So they were just like they had a line that would go on the side and the back it was spread out like this and became 2 lines. I don't know. I'll show it to you after.
I don't remember them.
Yeah, them shits were fucking sick.
Alright, so what's that? That's 3, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so gotta go. We all from the DC area, Montgomery County.
Okay.
So got throwing a pair of phones in there, dude.
Which ones though? What color?
The pines. I love the pines.
So the
dude.
pines are like what? Forest green?
Forest green with the check. Those are.
Oh, they're like the Foamposite Pros.
Pros, the pros. Which I actually had a pair of them, you know, beat them up, but I really love that.
Were they kind of like metallic looking? Or?
Not really, not as much as the new foams. I feel like they weren't as shiny, but I mean, but they still had, you know, that foam look, you know, like.
Yeah.
But definitely, dude.
Right.
That was definitely one of my favorites. And then you know, the infrared 6s, dude.
Infrared are your?
Oh yeah, it's just 2 6s. Fuck it, yeah. 2 pair of 6s, yeah.
So the infrared 6s.
Yeah.
Did you have a pair? I remember I bought the 6-pack. It was like the. You remember the pack? It came with.
Oh yeah. What they come with? They came with the infrareds
and the white infrareds.
Yeah, it was an infrared pack.
Yeah, it was a white pack. It was the white leather ones and then the black suede ones. You like the black suede ones,
I like
right?
the black suede
yeah,
ones.
I used to love them, but I had to sell them, dude. They were just like, every time I'd wear them, they were just too nice to fuck. I didn't feel like wearing them, dude. It was just like.
There's some shoes out there.
Yeah,
just look at them and dog.
But see, and that goes back to what we were just saying. A pair of white on white Air Force, $80, dude. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you mess them up.
That's true.
You know, so. But yeah, and another thing about the infrareds, which was actually the first time I saw this, you know, before phones really. Was the clear bottom and how them just would turn yellow so quick, and it was a wrap.
And it sucked, like, cause even if the shoe was still fresh and the sole turned yellow, it made the shoe look shit.
Yeah,
look like shit, even though the shoe was still good.
It's done. You know, I was actually
honestly, I don't really mind too much like yellow soles.
Really. On the clear bottom?
Because the clear bottom, it looks so nice when it's clear.
Bottom
it does, but I mean, I would still wear a shoe that's when yellow.
Well, yeah, I still wear it, but I mean, you know what other people gonna think when they see them with the beat.
Not really, not if the shoe is clean.
Nah, I guess, yeah, true.
Well, I mean, dog, back in the day when we were in high school, it was different, dog. You know, you don't wear beat up kicks like that. Right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, now I see kids wearing like beat up Vans, beat up Chucks, and it's like cool to them.
Dude, I remember. I feel like the foams was a really exclusive shoe in high school. You think so? Like I remember foams cost like $200 and up. You know what I mean? Everything else was like $130.
They were always like 200 or some shit like.
So if you had a pair of foams, you know, it was like, damn, that's it. A pair of foams, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't just like wearing a pair of Jordans. It was like a notch above it. You
and
know?
they're so crazy looking that people were like, you know.
But see, and to be fair, that's probably the reason for that is probably because there's like a new foam releasing every fucking couple months.
Yeah.
New colorway.
Yeah, back then it wasn't. Back then
there was probably like 3.
Yeah, like 3.
Dude, back when we were in high school, they only had the original colors when they retro. So the royal blues, the pearl ones, and the all blacks. That's it. And then that's when they started coming out with the red giants.
Yeah.
And then the chrome ones, the silver ones, and that was it. And after that, I don't know what happened after that. I got out of kicks after that. They started coming out with fucking banana-looking giants.
Yeah.
And I don't know about all that shit.
Baby blue ones.
Yeah, that's too much. But so pretty much you have 2 6s in your top 5.
Yeah, I picked 2 6s.
All right.
I really like the 6s.
That's cool.
Probably my favorite Jordan, to be honest.
Yeah. That was one of the first ones you got, right? Remember the white and blue ones?
Yeah. See, when I got those white and blue ones, I actually went to the store thinking it was gonna be the Olympic ones.
They ended up being the different
see, this is before internet, so you know, all I know is the release date.
Yeah.
So I go there, I open the box, and I'm like.
And that's when it came out on Wednesdays.
Yeah, it came out on Wednesdays. I skipped school to go get that shit.
Came out on Wednesdays. I skipped school to go get that shit. I remember you came to school with them.
Yeah, I went from the mall to school with them.
This was tight. And then they changed it to Saturday.
Yeah.
So everybody was fucking skipping.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man.
Shit, I couldn't send nobody to go pick them up. I had to pick them up myself.
Yeah. Almost like some kids would just send their parents.
Yeah, I actually remember that day when I went to go pick them up. There was a lot of like parents in there picking up shoes, and I was just like, damn, dude, wish my parents would pick up my shoes. Yeah, it wasn't happening though. Or they would have came back with some off-brand shit. Talking about they saved me $50.
That shit. You're like, man, mom, fuck this shit. I ain't wearing this shit.
Hey, true story. My mom, I messed up my pair of shoes. I forgot what shoes I messed up, right? Fuck them joints up, dude. My mom came back with a pair of Segas. Sega shoes.
Are you serious?
All my life,
dude. Those are dope. I was wearing those. What? I totally wear them joints now, dog.
I'm like in middle school, so people used to ask me where you plug in the remotes.
You actually wore them?
I mean, I had no choice. It was my only pair of sneakers at the time.
They're probably all black. With a little bit
all
of blue.
black, all black.
A little bit of blue.
They look like Vans or something. They said,
you know what's funny?
That's tight.
It's funny because them joints is probably like some kind of collectible now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hated them joints when I had them.
They probably only came out in kid sizes. They ain't no
Yeah,
adult size
they
Sega
were
shoes
like,
back in the day.
Payless shoes though. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like a punishment because I think my shoes that got stolen from somewhere.
Oh, I remember where the Team Jordans that got stolen from your locker. Remember you said you had like the teams and they stole them?
They stole them. No, they stole them from a swimming pool.
Yeah.
My mother told me not to bring them. I was being hard headed.
stole
Took
them.
them anyways. They stole them, and then she came back with a pair of Segas.
Pair of Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
dude.
pair of
This is
Segas,
so whack. I'm
dude.
gonna try to find that shit. Put a picture if I can find it. That shit's inside.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So that was your top 5. So
Yes,
how about
sir.
you, Chris? What's your top 5,
Alright,
man?
man. So I'm gonna start it off local. Of course, I gotta have a foam.
So Foamposite. All right, that's
Foam
like
Posite,
true.
What color though?
It's actually the Dr. Doom versions. I don't know if you guys ever seen those. They're
What are those?
well,
I don't even
they're
know.
all black, and the swoosh is white, and then the bottom is white. I mean, I'll show you a
Oh,
picture of
they
those.
call them
I've
Dr.
seen.
Doom. I
Yeah,
know
I've
those
seen
are.
those. I've seen those.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, I'm a really big fan of. Like, I'm not too crazy. Well, it's funny because I have a shoe in my top 5 that's a crazy ass color.
Yeah.
But usually, I'm real simple with my colors. I don't like a bunch of craziness. I think plain a lot of times can look really clean.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I go for clean a lot of times over it. You know, all the crazy colors.
Okay.
So you can't go wrong with black and white. That goes with anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and on top of that, one thing that me and you talked about is that foams, like you can wear them shits every day for a full year and them just still be fresh. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to punish foams.
Only thing is the clear soles.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
And
So
if you're talking about a white sole, that's gonna be a punishment.
oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true. And it's funny because those are actually supposed to retro this year.
Oh,
That's what's
nice.
up.
Yeah, so I'm
You gonna
hoping. I hope I'm gonna cop a pair of
That's what's
those.
up.
That's number 5.
All right.
Number 4, and we were talking about this shit earlier, is the skunk SBs.
I don't know about this.
Yo, I'm sorry, man,
For real,
but I just, man, like I said, I'm usually all about just a fucking clean, nothing too crazy look.
Yeah.
But them joints to me are just so, man, because I know, like, I've seen them joints in person. Them joints is, like, crazy money to get now.
Yeah.
So I don't have a pair, but I've seen somebody with a pair.
And they look cool.
And them joints is, man, they're real loud, man. No pun intended, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I guess I gotta agree a little bit with what Miguel said earlier. How like the fur, I can't get with it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't get with
It's
it.
like mad suede, right? Like
Yeah,
It's not even suede. It's like kind of like
It's like plush rug almost.
it's like you could comb that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
crazy sneaker. It's
Fuck
crazy.
with, I honestly, I've always, you know what I'm saying? I don't have too many SBs currently, but I've always fucked with like the whole different, like the themes that they do. That incorporate
I'm not
SBs.
gonna lie.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah,
and it's funny because you know what?
Yeah.
I could probably switch out the skunks for another pair, but I couldn't think of it right now. But SB has a lot of.
I was getting ready to
shoes.
say that SB definitely, like, as far as like I guess we call it a collab, right? Because
Well, not necessarily a collab,
just
but
the
like,
themes
themes
that they have, they definitely killing it with the
Yeah.
themes.
I've never owned a pair of Dunks, but my favorites were I always wanted them. They were the sea greens. I think that's what
Oh,
they're called.
okay.
They're like all bright green. I
Yeah.
thought those were cool. They're
Yeah,
kind of
man.
minty green.
Yeah.
Those were tight.
Yeah, man, honestly, yeah, and they're comfortable as shit. They're fucking wide, they're skateboarding shoes, obviously.
Yeah.
So they're, man, you can wear them shits all day and no problem.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's definitely a good shoe.
I used to have a pair of Elvis. Did I sell them? Shit, I did. Elvis were the only Dunks I had.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, nah. So Dunks,
Okay.
number 4. Number 3 is the Playoff 13s.
Nice.
The all black.
Yes. And I actually,
Those are sick. I got a pair of those.
I had a
like
pair of
them a
those,
lot.
which I bought on fucking eBay, very near dead stock apparently, until I got them shits. And I tried to make the best out of the situation. Like, you know what? These aren't that bad. Until this motherfucker Elvis said, dawg, them shits are fucking
beat. Like, it was just bad.
look. Now, to be fair, like, they weren't dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Super crease.
Yeah, they were. I mean, 13s they crease kind of easily. You You know what I'm saying? But these joints, it looked like my man had been playing ball in them for a couple weeks. The traction on the bottom was all worn out.
That sucks.
And I was just like,
them joints was like maybe like an 8.5. It looked like somebody who had a size 7 when running them joints. You know what I mean? Just creasing them joints all up, dude.
Nah, no bullshit. Yeah. So.
Like, but watch out, man.
Yeah, and to this day, you know, I'm actually just hoping that they, you know, retro them because it's been a couple years now that they came out.
I like those.
So, you know, as years go by, they're harder to find.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to find a good pair for a good price, but I'm still looking.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's number 3. And I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to put 2 of the same shoes on my list just because I didn't want to, but I was actually gonna put 3 of these. And if y'all, you know, been following along, y'all know I love the 8s. Those are my favorite Jordans, favorite shoes, really.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to put 2 8s in my top 5. Okay. Now number 2 for me is the playoff 8s. Those are the black, red, and white, and a little bit of blue in it.
Those are probably my favorites.
Yeah,
those 8s. Those are probably my favorites.
I think those are everybody's favorites.
Which ones?
The black ones with the red.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, just plain and simple. You know, it's a clean shoe.
Yeah, I would have to say that's my favorite 8 to be.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just the inner lining of the sock with all the crazy designs on it.
That's so fucking 90s.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That shit reminds me like Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say, dog. That's just back in the day.
Yeah, that shit just a bunch of crazy non-matching colors just going clashing together.
That's what the shorts used to look like. The shit I used to wear when I was a kid. Like I used to wear these crazy shorts. Yeah, all the time, dude.
One half is neon green, the other half neon yellow.
Yeah, you know, like fucking triangles and squares and confetti.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was like 3rd grade.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, nah, them joints, man, they're just they're vicious. And fucking Jordan. And this is the main reason I like the 8s. I did not know this until recently. Okay. But the 8s came out in '93, and I was born in '93.
So okay. I mean, I guess he was thinking of you when he made. Yeah. I mean, why not? Right?
I mean, I'm just saying why I fuck with him so hard.
All right. '93 was a good year, though. I remember.
Yeah, and
remember '93. Yeah, I remember last week. What the fuck? Come on, dog. You remember
he won a championship that year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did. Jordan won a championship.
Yeah. He won 6 in a row.
So he won them with the fucking playoff 8s. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he won
another,
91, 92, 93, and then he did 96, 97, 98.
Oh, 3 in a row. It was 3 and 3.
Yeah, 3 because he retired.
Okay. Yeah, right.
All right.
But yeah, so that's number 2. Number 1 is actually shoes I have on right now. Fucking Chrome 8s.
Chrome 8s.
I know y'all probably thinking, what the fuck? There's a lot better 8s. The Aqua 8s might be above Chrome 8s.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
The Bugs Bunny 8s. Even the playoff 8s, some of y'all will probably. But to me, these joints, and honestly, it's more personal than any other reason. I remember when I was fucking young as shit, and this nigga got the fucking Bugs Bunny 8s.
I remember that. I got the same pair too.
And then I remember I had never had a pair of Jordans in my life. Now I was only like 10, but still, you know what I'm saying? I never had a pair of Jordans, and I fucking wanted them joints. And I remember I convinced my mom to go to like 4 different malls. And sure enough, all of them joints were sold out because I wanted the black ones.
Yeah. The Chrome and mind you, it was like what, like a week after they released it?
A week. I mean, but back then, even now, like you can go. Yeah, nigga, I was like in 3rd grade.
Whoa, son! I went to a release day for them joints, and it was a line outside.
For what?
For the 8s.
The Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, the Bugs Bunny joints. I remember.
But these didn't come out the same time as the Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, they came out like a week.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They didn't come out the same day.
You're right. You are right about that. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like a lot of kid sizes. I mean, not.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Especially back like now, you know, a bunch of girls wear Jordans now, so girls be taking up the kid sizes and shit. But yeah, back then, you know what I'm saying? I could not find a pair, and I had to settle for the low top white joints. It's funny because I actually have a pair of them joints too.
I don't like those.
But super white.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right? I ain't fucking with this. Well, that's whatever, man.
You're tripping.
It's all good, man. I mean, it's whatever. It's
the only pair of all white shoes I can wear is Air Force. I can't wear any other shoe all white, dude. It still looks white.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know, dog. I just, you know, I fucking love the fucking 8s. I love the Chrome 8s. I think like I said, you can wear them shits with anything. It don't matter what the fuck you got on. I usually wear black or some kind of gray anyway, so
yeah,
it just is what it is. You know, the shoe is black and gray.
That's what's up.
So
that's what's up. It's shit. All right, so let me give y'all my top 5.
It's your top 5.
My top 5. All right, so fifth one. I mean, we all have it on the list. It's Foamposite. So
as you can tell, we put it.
No, so my favorite Foamposite is gonna be the Royal Blues. So just the OG, the very first joints, just the regular ones that Penny Hardaway. I still have a pair. Like, I'm not selling them joints. To me, those are just like, I still remember seeing them when I was like in 7th grade. Me and a friend were coming. We went to school, right? And like before school starts, you can go in the back in Parkland. You shoot hoops.
Oh yeah,
so I remember this one dude. Remember Henry? He had the joints on, right? This was the first time I seen him, and I remember my boy that was with me. He looked at me. He's like, "What the fuck are those? Those like fruit roll-ups." And I was like, "Those shits are crazy. I've never seen these shits." Cause like back in '97, those are like crazy sneakers.
I'm trying to tell you, dude. I feel like back when the phones first came out, it was like really like if you had a pair of phones, dog, you was balling, son.
Dude,
like,
it was crazy. And it was out of the box. Dude. Like those aren't shoes that people would normally just go and buy. Like, you know what I mean? They weren't like people weren't waiting for them.
Yeah.
They came out. They were expensive, and people were just like, "Them shits are." People were either like, "Them shits are ugly as fuck," and they didn't get them. People were like, "Oh, this shit's expensive, man. You gotta get them." Ain't nobody gonna have them shits.
Yeah,
it's true. So
that's true.
I remember them joints. So to me, those are probably one of the most like ones I remember the most. So that's my 5th one. My 4th joint is gonna be the LeBron 2.
Oh. Damn, I forgot about a pair of LeBrons.
LeBron. So the reason why I picked the 2s, man. I remember I was at Sports Authority, right, when they first came out. Not when they first came out, but like I saw like a little pamphlet that I kept, and I saw them, and I was like, "What are those?" And they turned out to be the LeBron.
What are those?
I thought they were so dope because the strap said Nike all big on it. I just like the bulk of the shoe, the way it's shaped. It's flat. It's flat on the soles, and it's a really well-made shoe. Like the quality is dope as shit. And they didn't come out with too many colorways for that shit.
I remember like a gray and blue one.
Yeah, they came out with the ones I fuck with are the black ones.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a black. Yeah, I remember
the black ones are my favorite. Those are the ones. And then they came out with like a white and blue, and they came out with like a gray and blue.
I remember the gray and blue. I remember the white and blue ones.
And then they came out with like all black ones that were like limited, and then they came out with like some weird ones that were like all gray and green, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember those. I just remember for some reason the gray ones just really stick out to me.
I remember the gray and green ones.
Yeah, so those are my favorite LeBrons ever, but that's like my 4th favorite shoe.
Yeah.
My 3rd joint, okay, so my 3rd one, this one might be weird, but I like the Barkleys, the CB2s.
Oh, okay. Dude, is that
the black ones, the original colors, the black with the little hole, the white hole, and they kind of have like, you know, like it's based off of Godzilla foot, so like the side of them have like.
Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
I didn't know that shit.
The reason why is because when he used to promote it, he used to promote Godzilla, so he would pretty much ball against Godzilla in the commercials. He'd ball against him, and that was a shoe. So it was formed out of. And same with the straight jacket. So it kind of looks like a straight jacket.
Yeah.
You know, like if you look at the lacings, they kind of have like the way it's intertwined
Yeah.
I still have the pair that I bought back in like 2002 or 2001, and they're like, not only they're comfortable as fuck, but they're so nice, dude. They're like, these shits are so sick, and I like the way they feel. Like they just. The fit is just dope, man, and the way they look from the top.
So what you just mentioned, how comfortable they are, right? Is something I didn't mention at all. But to me, dude, I think the foams for me has to be the most comfortable shoe I've ever.
So?
Yeah, like the foams are super comfortable. So do the LeBrons. LeBrons are super comfortable too.
So like with Foamposites, don't they like mold to your foot?
They do.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, you know, a lot of people, at first they feel real tight on your feet.
Yeah.
But like I didn't notice until I seen somebody talk about this show on one of the videos I be watching that they like you said, they mold onto your feet. So after a while, like that's why if you get a size too big, they won't fit right, you know, eventually, because you have too much space in it. But you know, if you get that, like if you wear a 9 and you get a 9, at first it's gonna feel real tight, but then like you said, it'll kind of I don't know. It's like, and it's funny because pretty much, I guess that's the whole reason. Apparently, that's the whole reason you're paying for technology, the Foamposite technology, because it's supposed to.
That's such a dope shoe, dude. Do you know the story behind that shit?
I heard something about it.
Like they were showing Penny Hardaway shoe. They had like a black bag.
Yeah.
In a meeting, and they were just taking out shoes. Okay, you want this? So we want to do this one for you. And then like they just Penny looked inside the bag and he saw Foamposite. And he was like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Nah, that's nothing. That's just like a prototype." He's like, "Nah, dude, I want that one." Yeah, that's how he got it, dude. They weren't even planning that shit. He saw that shit. He was like, "Oh, I want."
You know what's funny? The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure. Now, I guess the hardcore sneakerheads, they know, or even like the old school people, they know that foams are penny shoes.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
I promise you, a lot of people do not know, or they just forget. Maybe they know, but they forget a lot of times that foams are penny shoes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, well, do they have the logo on them?
It does.
Yeah, on the top.
The top, but not all of them.
Even in the back. In the back.
They do.
In the back, they have.
They do.
Yeah, they have a little
They have
penny cent.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I never noticed that.
So yeah, I
gotta go look at that.
Yeah. All right, so that's my third favorite shoe, the Barkley. So my second joint are another pair of pennies, but it's the penny fours, the ones with the strap. You remember the penny fours?
The strap.
So like the colorway I'm talking about is with the royal blue suede. So the side is suede, the strap is suede.
Yeah, and the strap is on the top. It's on the top. It kind of like the Air Force.
So I like that.
I remember those.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I remember when them
tough.
came out when we were in high school.
Yeah.
They had so many good colorways of that joint. So they had a red pair.
I remember the red pair.
I haven't seen a red pair in a minute.
Yeah.
And then they had like a Phoenix pair, which is like the side was the strap was gray, the shoe was black, and had a little bit of purple. Dude, oh my gosh, though. Like I remember in high school, man, those were like I thought those shoes were fucking.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so I still have a pair, but unfortunately.
I remember you showing me.
Yeah, they're crumbling, they're crumbling or whatever, because they're what 99 or 98, so they're like who knows how old that is, but. So that's my second pair. So my favorite shoe of all time. I mean, I know people follow me. They know what my favorite Jordan is, and that's the Jordan 4s, and it's the bread 4s, the black cement joints.
Oh,
I think to me those are like my first pair of J's was the Oreo 4s.
Yeah.
And you know,
I remember you.
As much as I like the Oreo 4s, I always wanted the black cements. But back in the day when we were in high school, when the first retro, those sold out. They were like, this was before the retro hype, but like they sold out. I didn't know anything about them, so I never got a pair of them joints. But I was able to obtain a pair. But to me, I like the mesh. I like the shape of the shoe. I like the straps. You know, the separated straps.
That is tight.
Yeah, those are tight. And I like the way the shoe is because it's flat again. The shape of it is dope. It looks like a skater shoe as well. It's like an old school joint. It's not too high. It's not a low top. And I like all the colors that came with it. The fire reds, the military blue.
Fire red.
The military blue joints and the white and gray joints. The white
I really like the fire red. The ones with Spike Lee on the back.
On the side.
Those are the Mars ones.
Those are the Mars ones. It's the same shoe, but the one with Spike Lee.
I never understood that. That's all. The whole difference
was the Spike Lee on the back.
Spike Lee.
Yeah. She was stupid.
But yeah, I mean
that's my favorite sneaker of all time, man. That's like I want another pair. I honestly, if I had to pick one sneaker to wear for the rest of my life, that'd be it. Because like you can wear anything with that, man. Like the black ones, they look so good. Cause I like the tongue, because it has like the square flight logo with the jump man.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, shoes like that, dog. Like. It's okay to have 2 or 3 pairs, though.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's okay, cause like you said, you can wear them shits. Like I feel like with shoes like that, you have to have a pair that's like your everyday joint, and then your fresh joints, and then joint maybe if you want to stock the joint.
Dude.
For years on.
But them shits, man, I can't get them shits. You know, I'll probably try to find them. I haven't bought Jordans in years, but if I did, it'd be
shit. Y'all got a pair of bread 4s, you know. Hit us out, man.
Yeah,
decent price, maybe.
Shit, I might even soul swap the ones that I got right now because the soles are fucked up.
Oh,
I don't want to fuck up original joints, you know what I mean?
You pay somebody to do that shit. They do pretty good work on shit. That's what's up.
Alright guys, so that was our top 5 favorite sneakers of all time. Once again, if you guys have any like comments on like whether the shoes that we talked about, whether you like them, what are your guys' top 5 sneakers of all time? First of all, my 5 ain't whack. I'll tell you that right now. My 5 was probably the best joint right now.
Mine's about to be whack, but I don't give a fuck.
So
You know, put your top 5 in the comment section, man.
That's what's up. If you guys have any opinions on the shit we said, you know, if you think our selection was too weird for you guys, let us know. But fuck y'all, that's our shit.
Yeah, don't be coming with no weak shit like Spizz Ikes and all like that. I don't want to hear that shit.
Dub zeros.
The dub zeros.
Fuck that shit, dog. Don't get dog. So once again, guys, like, share, subscribe. We'll leave all the links down below. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram.
But there's I had a pair of dub zeros.
Of course.
You should have left that out.
Yeah.
But,
all right, guys. That's it.
All right,
Peace.